One, two. Welcome back to the Drum Score Pipe Bandy folk people around the world. Here we are, Andrew, back meeting again. What's been happening?
Welcome to the tundra that is Drumhala.
Look at you.
It's
you
like
are freezing.
X-Station Zebra.
Baltic.
But listen, wait to tell you this, right? So, one, it's by fortune, right?
Mm-hmm.
That somebody dropped off my hoodie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
That is loud. That is looking good.
Right, and then they obviously dropped off the new
Drum Score beanie hat, just in time.
Well, it was just in time because I actually had run out of heating in Drumhala.
Yes.
So I normally use like a kind of gas heater, and it's like heats up, burning. Yep. I've been on here sweating on a cold night, right? And well, no, the gas went out, so I was fortunate that I'd been armed with this warm gear to wear on the show.
The Drum Score gear just keeps you warm from the inside out, doesn't it? It's like...
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, so stand by. It's going to be crisp. Oh, don't say the word. It's going to be that time of year soon where folk buy people presents.
It's coming.
You might want to think about, would this look good on me? Now, here's a question, right? I'm actually modelling our merch.
Yeah.
Right?
Does that mean release?
Does that mean that I could actually put on a CV, Andrew Laird, male model?
Yeah, I don't know how...
My wife came in, right, and I was in the kitchen making a cup of tea, and she's like, "You look like a burglar." I'm like, "What?" "You look like you're going to rob the place." She says, and the beanie hat makes you look as if you've got a wee pea head. And I'm like,
"That's not..."
You don't say that to like famous male models, do you?
Yeah.
Look at you wearing that beanie hat. I seen that bird. What's going on there?
Sorry, we got a wee guest on the show this episode. It's this little rescue bird that I've found.
Have you named it Rescue Bird?
I've not. I don't know. I don't know what to name it, because then when you name it, you got to keep it. I think it needs to be free, but seems to enjoy it. It's been enjoying its time here.
Can it talk?
It can't talk, but it can yell and scream real loud early in the morning.
That's not the same as talking, but is it?
No. But which is, it's similar to if we know when I was at your house.
Yeah, good.
Look, right, birds and merch aside, mate, we got some shout outs. I'm pretty sure it's been a couple of weeks. So
right, go with yours first. I think yours is quite important.
Oh yeah, well, big happy birthday to my old man. He's
happy birthday,
Johnny Gunning. So 70 years old, and because this is a pipe band show, we can branch out into other areas of the musical sort of marching world. He was drum major of the Basildon Drum and Bugle Corps back in the day. So anybody who, if you're watching there, get in touch.
Maybe actually, right? That's the reason your dad's in Australia, right? Because he was in the band and they had a big, massive bus stop and they all hate each other. And he's like, I need to get away from these people. Where can I go?
But you know what?
That's quite far away.
But the common thing there, right, with he probably did have that happen, but now he talks so fondly about those days. You know, once you're out, once you're done with it, and you look back and you're like, they were good times.
Do you think that prisoners do that? You know, after they've done like 6 months in Barrel or one of these kind of famous, do you go 10 years later, they're like, do you know, wasn't that bad? Carry on. It's quite a good laugh.
Sometimes.
I remember this one time in D-Wing. You know what I mean? That's the mind playing tricks with you. At the time, you were like, that is a living hell. And here you go, and you get here. Then you're like, that wasn't that bad.
Somehow in your memories, you forget about all the standing around and waiting, the hurry up and wait stuff where you just stand there like, what am I doing?
Exactly. Wiggling your toes whilst you're waiting.
Yeah.
You're like, I need to keep myself active in case I keel over. Right, okay. So happy birthday, Mr. Gunning. Many happy returns. Heard you still quite enjoy a wee bit of imbibage.
Yes, we're going on a bit of a pub crawl tonight, so
that sounds amazing.
Nobody contact me.
I really want to be that guy at 70. Yeah. I want to be the guy that's like the duty bomb scare.
Yeah.
The guy that's actually at 70-year-old still the guy. Just get him out of here. Get him out. It's time for him to go.
He's always the last guy in the pub. He's always the last one. Which I don't know if that's a problem or not, but
No, that actually is first classification of legendary status, isn't it?
it is. It is. It is.
At 70-year-old, you're still in the boozer, last guy standing.
Yeah.
Like that. It's a bit of legend, that. That's something. I'm not advocating drink,
Something to aspire to.
whatever your thing is, but I'd be like that. Quite impressed with that.
Yeah. 100%.
I've got a few shout outs, right? Ricky McGovern, guy that used to be a drummer in one of the bands that was in. I think he lives down in Englandshire somewhere. And then a guy called Dusty, but I've a shout out before for him. And Scottish football. I'd like to say any Vikings out there. Ha ha.
Oh, revenge.
Huh? Bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Fire
I know,
Scotland.
listen.
Triumphs.
200 years they came here as Vikings, just taking what they wanted.
Yeah.
And I mean literally taking what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
Just annoying and being a general pestilence to people in the country. They got their comeback, by the way. They got leathered at the Battle of Largs. But however, they just were general. They were just like kind of drunk guests that you don't want anymore. The lads, get him out. What? Get him out. Said enough. So
That sounds like Australians now.
Any Danes out there, cheer up.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a big moment. And listen, I can testify because this happened to Australia a couple of years ago. And it was the greatest feeling ever. But a word of advice, if you're anything like Australia, don't unpack your bags too soon when you get there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all I was going to say is a shout out to Elvis.
Elvis Presley.
The king of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the question, right? People are like, what are you on about Elvis, right? And I'm like, you know how everybody knows an Elvis song, right? And they might go, right, that's an Elvis track. I like that.
At least one, yeah.
Right? And then you get people that hate Elvis. But I think that the many stages of Elvis, there's something for everybody.
Something for everyone.
And I was watching a thing about Elvis not that long ago, and I thought, do you know what? He was absolutely amazing, right? Yeah. And this is for a guy that doesn't really. I'm not like a big Elvis Presley fan. I think that the comeback tour, I think, you know, I mean, I'd probably rate. I think, and then the quality of players in the band. I don't know why but I'm on an Elvis thing at the minute.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you very much.
I
love it. It reminds me of Johnny Bravo, that cartoon guy. Hey there, Bruno.
Loosely based off of Elvis was loosely based off of Johnny Bravo, by the way.
So fair, though.
So speaking of Elvis, I did a little bit of karaoke just a week ago, and in China.
Did you do any Elvis?
I did.
Did you honestly?
Yeah. You have to. Can't help falling in love. That's smart. You know what I mean?
And how does it go? Is it well received? Do they like it? Do they like the king? Uh-huh.
By the time the Elvis comes on, I've made sure there's enough rounds been bought for everyone to sort of lighten the delivery a little bit. But I think I'd give it a good crack.
We'll need to test this out.
Aye.
This will need to get tested because I'm always fearful of people when they say, I can nail a karaoke, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, when they go, oh, yeah, I'm really good at that, the karaoke. And
because karaoke is already a very low bar.
Well, I was going to say, right, one, it's a low bar, but two, by the time they're on the karaoke stage, right?
Yeah.
They've probably had a few drinks in them.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's that kind of false perception where they think, I'm singing amazing here. And everybody else is going, I wish you could just get off.
Is it 3 minutes this song or 5?
However, by the way, strangely on a Nordic twist, I was in a bar in Oslo and there was a karaoke thing. And this lassie went up to sing. That's girl, by the way. I need to keep remembering.
The translations there.
Right, anyway. So there was this lassie got up and sung. And honestly,
I remember you told me about this.
Pitch perfect. I'll never forget it. As long as I live, I'll never forget it. She was that good. But that good. She didn't hog the mic. She went up, done it.
Yeah.
Heard the pin drop at the end of it. And then that was all. Gone. Finished.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Good night. I'm like, what? Hidden talent.
I can't guarantee you'd get that with my rendition of Elvis, but I think you'd be You chugging
I
along with
wouldn't,
me?
I wouldn't do Elvis unless I got to dress up like him.
Oh,
Like get into the full swag, the full, get right into it. Start talking to people not like Elvis before I went on.
you can do.
Just get right in it.
Yeah, full eating
Get
sandwiches.
right into it. You know what I mean? Maybe even shoot a couple of TVs on the way up. So apart from that, how else did China go?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, China. I'm going up here. China was good. It was a work trip, so it was just we're staying in the real busy CBD part of Shanghai. So it's just like all really tall buildings. It's very sanitized. It's not real China. You know what I mean? Like you're not seeing down and dirty China where it's all like a bit,
so it's the kind of let's use the business district.
Yeah, exactly. It's made for foreigners and all that.
Keep the plebs out. Just
yeah. So yeah, that was good. There wasn't a lot of drumming happening, but there was a time actually. I was in a restaurant and we're dressed up in all like this Tang Dynasty stuff.
Yeah,
and they're playing this show, and as the show kind of reaches this climactic point, they'll cut it out, and they'll end the story, and then they'll bring out the food, and then they bring in the show and the next sort of episode, whatever it was, and these guys were on those massive drums, those massive Chinese sort of Japanese drums. They're going boom.
Wait. Chinese. Japanese drums. That sure
depends who you ask. Depends who you ask.
So there must be like a Chinese term for the drums. I know the ones you're on about.
Yeah.
Right?
We did get into this very early.
It looks like a fitness session, not and a half. Right. But
so listen, this is very simple single strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one's doing it on one side and one's doing it on the other side. Now, bear in mind these are stage actors playing the drums,
right?
And one of them was out.
Wait, when you say one of them was out,
yeah,
maybe he was like that. No, Jason, I'm just playing syncopation.
No. If that works, that's what I'm saying. Next time I come to the Worlds.
No. I've interpreted it differently, right? I know you're on the beat. I'm off the beat for a reason.
I could hear your voice in my head. When that drumming was happening, and I could hear your voice going, "You're out."
So sorry, Paul, you're out.
Is it? So yeah, and I'm sitting there going, "It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and." Anyway, it's hard life being a drummer. You're going to catch that.
Trying to clap him into it. Watch my hands. Watch my.
And one.
Aye, I'm sure he listened. He doesn't care. He's getting paid for the gig.
Yeah.
Talking about paid for the gig.
Aye.
I was talking to the guys for Drums and Roses, and they were saying to me, I was saying, will you use that the game as in a musical capacity? And they're like, no, we used to do it. She's, but they come up with stuff like, we can't really pay you, but we can give you tickets and goodwill. And one of them says, imagine saying that to your bank manager. I can't pay for the loan, but I can give you goodwill and some tickets.
That's what it's like.
I'm like, what? This is so these event management people, right? That are kind of shameless, and this is a kind of whole musical thing, right? It's not just so pipe bands sometimes get gigs to play at places, and obviously like your Drums and Roses kind of guys and all these people, they're obviously trying to get like kind of corporate gigs or gigs and get paid, which obviously you dig the hole, the guy gives you the money for it, kind of thing.
Yes.
You just think the nakedness of them trying to get it for as cheap as possible, trying to get like crafts people, musicians to play at something which clearly they know makes a difference for the event to lift it, right? And they go, I'm booking they guys know how to lift a crowd, right? And then they're like, we'll just give you goodwill and some tickets. You're like, no, that's not how it works. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're getting X amount of £100,000 for this venue. No.
I think what you said there about they know it's going to lift the event. As an events guy myself and a musician, I think a lot of events people don't realize how much live music lifts an event.
I think it's Urian's christening, right? Mm-hmm. I know we're going off script here, right? I think it was Uri, but it's to do with music, right? It's to do with the whole concept. So at Urian's christening, we're obviously going to have a party, right? And I says to Heather, I says, look, she says, where are we going to have it? I says, the venue doesn't matter. She's like, what? I says, the venue doesn't matter. I says, what matters is the band. I says, if you get a great band, right, and the venue is a bit down at the heel, or, you know, like a cheap, a free, like a almost free/cheap space, right? Yep. So people are like, oh no, I want a really kind of fancy place, but a rotten band, right? You're like that's never going to work, right? People want reasonable priced bevy, and a great band. And see, if they've got a great band, they're going to be drinking more bevy, mate, because they're going to be into the band, right? So we get guys called Hawk McGandy. Now, if anybody doesn't know what Hawk McGandy means, go and Google it, right? But it doesn't matter.
How do you spell that?
It's long and weary. But the point is, right, it's a kind of Scottish word for kind of fornication, right? But
yeah.
So we got this band called Hawk McGandy, and it was guys that done as a kind of sideline, right, from the Highland band. You know, they kind of they guys, right? And they had a Cayley band, right? Awesome. And they were literally awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Squeeze box and all that, like.
Listen, the Big Cammy is like he was a drummer, but he's a singer, guitarist. He's one of these guys that you just hate because he can play everything. You know, like Craig Lawrie or Kerr McQuillan. You know, these guys. Oh, hold on, I'll play the pipes really well. Oh, hold on, I'll play the drums and win a trophy. Right? They guys.
Yeah.
But he's one of the guys. He's a larger than life, colourful character.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point was, I was like, Taylor, says, if we get that band, you could serve rotten sandwiches, right? Get that band, get a bar, and everybody will go nuts for it.
100%.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
In fact, I actually think his christening was probably the best ever. The best do that we've done. Honestly, it was great.
And then on the micro level, so once you get a good band, you need to then assess how good the drummer is. Because then once you got a good drummer, it's all on. It's on for you. It all
falls into place, doesn't it?
Shut the gates. Like, we're on.
Yeah. I don't know where we went for there. We went for the guy in China.
Yeah, well,
syncopating to actually going into the christening of one of my lanes.
We need to start. This is an official call out to all event managers and personnel out there. You need to value live music and pay the guys.
Up your game. Your game. Whatever cut you're giving them, give them a bigger cut and you'll get a bigger return.
All these events, they're running stale without live music.
Do you know what? And this is the other kind of and I don't know why we're going down this road, but I think this is the other kind of gap, right? You've got like great bands, great live acts, right? And then you've got like, so there seems to be this kind of great live acts that aren't as big as, if you're talking like big massive venues like your Amy McDonald's going to play Flower of Scotland, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Big household name, a big star kind of thing. But then beneath them, and I don't mean that in any form of skill kind of deprecation. I just mean like in the kind of celeb status beneath them, you get like literally thousands of great bands, and you just think, you know, you're getting a bargain. They're hungry. They want to do the gig. You get a bargain with them. They're absolutely bursting their colon to play, and they're getting you. I mean, come on. I don't know why it does get to me because it was just when I was talking to Craig, but it was his brother that I was talking to, and he was saying that, and it just kind of got my goat, and I went, that's garbage, isn't it? Yeah. There are a couple of tickets, and I might give you a pie and a bovril at half time. Really, thanks for him. Well, I couldn't buy one myself. I couldn't buy a ticket myself.
I'll say one thing on this. I think it's also like musicians need to not sell themselves short as well. Like there'll be musos out there who will go, I'll do it for a 6-pack. I've been practicing for the last.
I'll do it for a scarf. I'll do it if you give me a meal.
You can slap me in the face and I'll still.
But the thing is right. the thing is that's what the big event guy organizer knows.
Exactly. He's
trying to trade on the fact he's saying, look, I'm giving you exposure to this audience, right? And then the band to its credits, like, well, we need to gig to get exposure, to get made, you know, da 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 da. We don't know how it goes, but you just think to yourself, I don't know, just I feel their pain.
Yeah,
I feel
real catch
pain. I think,
sort of 22, isn't it?
Pay the man, pay the piper,
and musicians know your worth. Aye, and the drummer. Don't just have pipers. What's all this?
But it's just a turn of phrase. It's a turn of phrase, people. Don't get upset with me.
And speaking about live music, right? So I've just been to see AC/DC, which I think were something like 12 months ago. You were doing the same thing, wasn't it?
What did you think?
Listen, I went there knowing that this is the last time I'm going to see these guys. This is it. Right. So and I kind of felt sad, but then when they came on and they were rocking it, and I was like, they're actually doing it. They're going to do it. I was like, I don't know how long they're going to do it for. I don't know if this is going to last for the 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. But listen, talking about live music, there were some mistakes, right? The bell came down for Hell's Bells, right? The bell came down. Ding.
Yeah.
Ding. I heard Ali McCoy's Hell's Bells.
Is that what I think it is? Hell's Bells.
So the bell's ringing, and then the drummer starts, and it's all good. And then the drummer starts rushing the bell. So now the guitars come in and the bells come in after the beat. And I was like, ooh. There was another bit. He's playing Jailbreak. And in the very last time he goes, Jailbreak. He did it like 3 beats too early. So, so the whole crowd, nobody was saying it. He's just come in and gone, Jailbreak. And like, it was totally out of time. And he knew it. He was laughing.
Right, listen.
Thunderstruck as well. Thunderstruck. He was doing. I think back in the day, the whole point was that he could just smash this heaps fast. But the drummer even had to come back down to the timing that he was playing at.
No, I seen it. Right.
So you had the same experience, right? This wasn't
look, right. AC/DC, right? Household band kind of thing, right? It's a household kind of. Hey, everybody likes a bit of AC/DC. Yeah. But I just think, I genuinely believe this, right? I think there's a time that a band needs to just say, we're done.
Yeah.
And just to stop the nostalgia. I don't know about the gig you went to. I bet there was folk there with their grandkids and all that.
Yeah. There was some Waynes in the crowd.
Well, I mean, I just think, so it's like Granny and Grandpa and the Waynes with the hearing defence on thing. And I'm just thinking, well, look, I'm not anti-family, obviously. That's great. The Granny and Grandpa's getting involved and taking, it's a big day out. But what I mean is that I just think there's a point in time where you just go, are you really what you were? And are we going just to kind of pay homage, you know, some sort of kind of,
just to relive it.
Well, I'll get the T-shirt. I was there. And you're like, like I says, Glasgow Apollo, Bon Scott, that was a point in time that you should have been at an AC/DC concert. 100%. Not that I was there, but I reckon. I'm not that. Listen, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. That's the thing. I'm not that old, right? So, Ali McCoy, he was probably, he's older than me, I think. I can't remember how old he is, but he's a good few years older than me.
Yeah,
but the point is, right, is
that
I think that was probably the pinnacle. If you like AC/DC, for me, it's Bon Scott, right?
Yeah, I agree. I didn't realize that Brian Johnson's like a mad Geordie. It's like,
maybe I can't bag of chura. So the bottom line is you've got Brian Johnson, but he used to be in a big band in the North East, and that's how they got him in the lap. Like, you're the man.
So you asked about how the show was like, because AC/DC kind of started in Sydney. They went to my high school and all that. So it was like, it was a little poetic, beautiful moment. They really, you know, and
I get that, right? But
that's also where it's finishing.
But I'm just saying, it's just one of these things that like, there's a lot of bands do it. It was like the Ozzy Osbourne thing, right? Yeah. Down there, and people went to see that. And
I'm
I don't know. I've said this to my kids, right? So for MD, I don't know if MD, I know that a lot of people from different parts of the world, I've said this as if we're a really popular show. There's people watch this probably at 3 a.m. with their undercrackers on eating a bowl of cereal, just going,
In
what is
Alaska or
this, right?
something. Yeah, yeah.
Aye. But what I was going to say is that for me, right, if a band comes to Glasgow, right,
Yeah.
the time to catch them, right, the time to catch the lightning in a bottle is when a band is on its way up and it plays the Barrowlands in Glasgow, right?
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because it's big enough that you can have a sizable audience, maybe about, I don't know, maybe hold, somebody should Google that, but maybe about a 1,000 odd, maybe. Not very many. 900, something like that. But it's a big ballroom. But the thing about it is the acoustics in this building are probably the sweetest sound. I think it's the most forgiving a band can get, right? Yeah. So if you're a band and you want your best foot forward, it's got to be the Barras for me, right?
I think bands would know that too. Hey,
yeah, of course they will, right? And they do know that, right?
Yeah.
And I seen Jane's Addiction there not that long ago, right? Yeah. And I know that which luckily before they all started punching each other in Canada, and that was, but I'd missed them. I was into them at the time, but I'd missed them on tour, right? And then so I got a kind of second bite of the cherry. Barras, great place to see them. Seen a Cult in the Barras, that was amazing, right? And my point is that once they start playing stadiums, like in Glasgow, you get the Oval or whatever, the O2, once you get to they kind of places, I think that the sound is rubbish.
Because especially wherever you're seated too, if you're up the back of the bus, it's like
it's just it's a tin shed. Really, in reality, it's not designed for acoustics. It's designed just for a large people event, and they try to sell it as, oh, this is where a band will come. In reality, it's not really ideal for a band. A ballroom, that's ideal for a band because it's acoustically sympathetic. So I don't know. We could go on all night about this, but bottom line is AC/DC. I thought
we salute you.
And I hope all the AC/DC fans are on their typewriters with blood in their fingernails. What was you guys know?
Yeah, like, it was a beautiful moment. I'll really leave that in my head for a little while.
Was there a tear in your eye?
Yeah, when the cannons went off, I was like,
and do you know what else? The last album they done, a walk in the park is better than a shot in the dark, or something like that. One of the lyrics, and I just thought, no. No. No.
I don't think you're supposed to pay that much attention to the new album.
But you know what I mean? It's like that very line, and that just tells you stop. Anybody that was cutting that record, right, that was in that engineer room, they should have just been like, guys,
we need to have a chat.
Time for tea. What? Go and get the kettle on. We're going to have a wee chat, and then you can get your slippers on. Slip into something more comfortable.
I got your medication here. Let's just get that in you.
You know what I mean? I walk the park for a shot in the dark. Really? A shot in the dark.
Listen, I'm bringing this back home for a sec. So I've returned from China, and I sent you a message, and I was like, "What's new, lady?" And you were like, "Have you got the scores?" Tell me about the scores. Tell me about the scores. What have you gone through?
Well, listen,
you look like you've aged since trying to write these scores.
Well, do you know what? Right, I'm going to be upfront and honest with people, right? So, the thing that I find difficult is having to listen to bars of music over and over and over and over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Because you're obviously trying to be sympathetic to what the actual tune is doing.
What it needs.
And you're trying to play something to it, right? So that's the first thing that really kind of grinds my gears. The second thing is when you stick something down on a bit of paper and you're like, aye, that's good, playing away. And then you go back the next day and you go, what was that? I think that's rubbish. That's just rubbish. So then you've got imposter syndrome coupled with the fact that you don't want a repetitional sound.
Mm-hmm.
So then your mind's like that. That sounds too much like something that you've done before. So make it crazier, right?
Take it up a notch, yeah.
Make it that crazy, right? That it's only going to make sense to you. And all these things all trip through your head, right?
And now write it down.
and lastly, and then I want you to put it in some sort of format that somebody can follow it on a bit of paper. Right? We're going to park that to one side, right?
Yeah.
So the March for Spain Real, it was kind of done about a month ago, right? I'd one of the drummers. I'd one of the drummers in, and I was like to him, right, this is the march. I'm going to rattle through the march. Tell me what you think. And he was like, that terrible. I was like, what? He's like, no, I'm only kidding on. He was like, he's like, cut your hands off. What? Cut your hands off. All right. Or the worst thing you could do is go, the worst thing you could go is do this. Aye. That kind of want to appease you, but trying to say, what the hell are you drinking, man?
Yeah.
Right, so I went through it with him, and he was like that. I said, that's quite good. That works, right? Yeah. And I'm like that. So I was we're kind of talking about the score.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, right, I need to point it out to everybody else. Obviously, you've heard this. He's like, aye. And then someone graciously, it's a drummer in the band now. We've acquired 3 new drummers, I believe, side drummers. I can't. I'm honestly, if we get another 2, I think I'll be starting to feel good, right? So I'm feeling good now with the 3.
Yeah.
So a guy called Simon Phillips.
Yeah.
With 3. Listen, I'm going to talk about this. How would you spell the word Phillips?
Are you about to say there's 3 L's?
No, he's got 3 P's. And I don't know if he was kidding me on. He went, make sure my name's spelled right. And he texted me, he went, there you go, make sure my name's spelled right. And he spelled it that way. And I went, maybe he's kidding me on. And I texted him back, I went, is that Pucker Jen? Is that gospel? You know what I mean?
Is it at the start?
Hey, listen.
Is it
as John Lennon says, whatever gets you through the night, I don't care, right?
But
so
is it the P at the start, or is it 2 P's at the start?
It's right at the end. Phillips.
Phillips.
Because I'm going to register the guy.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on there? There must be a story there. I need to get to the bottom of that. So, Si, if you're watching, you need to follow up on this. You can send me hate mail and go, how dare you? How dare you? A name like Laird? How dare you?
Find out the family history. Like, what's happened there?
Right, so where do we go? I mean, that's right. So, anyway, so Simon Phillips, Ian Rankin's got a pal, a buddy, and he's wanting to come to the core, and Cam. I'm not going to mention his second name.
Okay.
But he assisted me. I'm using my words carefully here.
Mm-hmm.
He assisted me with help me use ensemble. Let's leave it at that.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah.
And so I thought ideal because I'd handwritten it down, right? And to be honest, I thought my handwriting wasn't that bad, right?
Made sense.
But I thought, 21st century computers. You know what I mean? Like that little guy, is that used on the computers there, boys, eh? But he's doing all computer stuff and all that. Did you get that on the interweb and all that? Guys at my work hate me, by the way, because I'm like a monkey trying to operate things. And they're like, what are you doing? It's like...
It doesn't work if the harder you hit it. Like...
And I'm getting all confused myself, like old man confused. But why? What does that mean when you do that? He's like, no, don't do that. Right, anyway. So he assisted me with that, and then I got the program. So my question is, I've got 2 questions, right? So I keep saying this. I'm going to say it again. The guy that done the ensemble program, with the guy Alan White that done
drum score editor.
Drum score editor, right? And then we've got the guy that done the ensemble program, and I'd like him to come on the show, right? And
That'd
talk.
cool.
So if he ever watches this, please give me the. I know you phoned me and I know you texted me, and I can't remember what platform it is. Is it Insta? Is it Facebook? Is it WhatsApp? Is it? Did you just text me? I don't know. I can't remember. I can't find the details on the phone.
You got to send him across 3 platforms for him to get it.
Another example of why people hate me at my work, right? Yeah. So I was like that. So I was using it, but this is a classic. I spent, it must have been like 4 hours.
Yeah.
On one of the tunes, and I was writing it all out, thinking, and I was, although it was quite, I was quite laborious doing what I was doing, and then the program stalled. Wait, it gets better. 4 hours of work went up in smoke.
So you just start raging, hey?
Oh,
you've turned from ape into gorilla.
Honestly, you have no idea the hurricane that was blowing about in my office after that happened.
These are the kind of things you have to accept it as like part of God's plan or something. You know what I mean? You have to go like, there's a reason for this. There's a reason this happened.
the reason was probably that the Grim Reaper was hoping that I'd have thrombosis and die of a heart attack. He was sitting there, he was sharpening his scythe, going like that. Time to go, old man.
Watch this, lady. Wait.
So it crashed, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to justify what I'm saying. So I phoned Willie Laird and I says, this happened to you. That's never happened to me before. He says, but I always press save after I've done a bar or a couple of bars. Save.
Smart. Yeah, smart.
Right, which makes sense, right? Which makes sense. And then there was another time that the kind of similar thing happened, and the program then says to me, "You've unfinished work. Do you want to finish?" And it done the same thing that I'd done the last time, but this time it was like that. No, you've done, and I was like, thank God for that, because I thought I was going to do 4 hours Mark II.
Yeah,
genuinely, right? This was quite time intensive and mentally
draining,
demanding.
Yeah,
demanding. So my question is if the guys out there, I'd like to get in touch with me and talk about, is it me? Is it something that I should always be doing when I'm pressing save? I don't know. But the thing is, this is the upside, the yin, the yang. To be honest, I didn't think it was that. If I genuinely, right, the man that can't get renew my driver's license online, but that's a different story, and it's all them, not me, right? Because that
don't start.
Honestly, that is a 4-word expletive that I should be using every 3 seconds to do with the DVLA and renewing your license and how it's a scam. Anyway, different story. Next point. So if that guy could come on and tell us what the deal is with that, but I found it not that hard to use.
Yeah, so
you just drag and drop what you want.
When I've played with it, like you kind of, did you find you got like kind of addicted to it? It was like you say you spent 4 hours on it. Were you sitting there like, did the 4 hours just fly by? You know what I mean?
No, it felt like an eternity in hell.
Oh.
No. I understand what you're saying. You do get into it.
You get in a bit of a flow, yeah.
I still, and you actually have, genuinely, when I started, I thought, well, this is going to be hard work kind of thing. And then actually, when I started doing it, I could understand. So I'd Happy Meal in here, right? William Paul, and he rattled, and Cheeseburger's the same, but they use drum score editor, right? And the speed at which they were literally
just notating,
hacking and cutting and moving stuff and putting stuff on the bar line was phenomenal to watch. The both of them. I've seen the both of them do it, right? It was like, no, you do this. And it was like that. It was that way that it was kind of that fast. it wasn't instructional. It was just them. It was almost like them saying, I'm going to just text my mom and say I'm going to be late for my tea.
Yeah, I'm just doing it. Yeah.
And so that's drum score. They used drum score editor. I used Ensemble for that, and I thought I thought I was impressed that I could do it. That's my bottom line. My second thing is I would say to MD, anyone. I need to remember the way I speak. So I would say to anyone, right, that's out there, that's a drummer that's trying to improve themselves, I would say take either one of these programs, drum score editor or ensemble, and just have a kind of have a rumble with it, because it's not going to attack you. Now, you do get the good thing is, well, I don't know what, I would imagine that drum score editor does the same thing, where it comes up with a red graph, like a red kind of block, basically saying
error.
You can't count. It's basically saying
it's like on Microsoft Word when you spell something wrong. Yeah,
that's right. You're mathematically challenged, my friend. So, in the nicest possible way.
Drum score editor doesn't do that. So
does it not?
No. So it leaves you to your own devices a bit more, which sort of means that you have to be a bit more theoretically
correct,
adept, and squared away there. So, but it also, so it's really picky poison. Like,
so like there was, I would say that some of the bars would show up red, and I just didn't know the answer. Does that make sense? I'm like, I would keep trying and try different things and go, I'll just stick a couple of lines in there, see if that works. But that's not. But then I was impressed when I got some of them. Boom, clean and tidy.
Feeling. Yeah, what a feeling.
I was like, liberated. I'm like, look at that.
Yeah.
Everybody come and see this.
I'm
come and see what the old man can do. So I think my point is I almost wish that I'd seen these programs years ago, and I get more hands on it. So I know, for instance, at the Army Piping School, they use ensemble, right? And so if you're a student at the school, the Army School of Piping and Highland Drumming, they use that program to actually, as a student trying to create bits of music. So I'm actually I'm quite impressed with the whole, the old computers. Yeah, quite impressed with the computer thing.
They're quite good. I think they'll catch on.
I don't need to hate them.
They're actually, they can be a friend. So I'm impressed with your work, and I've had a little go, and it seems to be making sense to me. I hope I'm trying to do yourself the justice, but just so I can do a little bit of show and tell here, I've been working on some other drum kit stuff, right?
All right.
And this is to do with notation as well. This is the quintessential book. So if anybody is looking into getting into drum kit, this is the book. There's not many things you have that with.
Hold on. Big reveal. Dun, dun, dun. Go.
Syncopation for the Modern Drummer by Ted Reed. Right?
Okay.
Now, this book is very, very simple. And really, if you have any sort of wherewithal with your theory, you just start from page 38. And what it is, it's just counting. See? Just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right?
Just
playing stuff, right? But you can do the bottom line, you can do with your bass drum, or you can do it with your left hand, or you can do with whatever, right?
Right.
And it's teaching you syncopation and sort of getting your independence and your reading ability and everything all at the same time. So this is like a bit of a tool.
By the way, can I just so I'm a non-combatant observer here. How old's the book, and what about
this is super old. I think it's like one of the first texts ever made on drumming.
See that? This is what. So, what's the guy's name?
Ted Reed.
Ted Reed.
Look at the picture, like that. You know what I mean? He's just the first guy to do it, probably.
Ted Reed for Peterhead. is dead. Volvo for sale. That's a good joke, that, by the way. Well, it's not. It was a skit, but that's what I mean. But every time I hear the word Reid, I just think Peter Reid is dead. Volvo for sale.
So this book, my drum teacher, I've gone back to drum kit lessons, and he's like, because I've been telling him about pipe band, he's like, look, pipe band stuff, it makes no sense to me. And we've created our own sort of ethnomusicality like formula, whatever it is, in this little world that we live in.
Very small world.
Yeah, where some of the things that we're saying in our notation, etc., aren't actually translating. Like, I mean, it's just they are translating, but we are just doing them, representing them a bit differently.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So he's like, let's just take it back a notch, go back to basics here with this book, because it's just one of those things that like sets up your foundations really well, and it's not so much about rudiments. You know what I mean?
Well, talking about books, somebody else has brought a book out.
Oh yeah, I think I saw Stevie McQuillan brought out a book.
What? Do you know what it's called?
It's like something tenure.
Tenure.
What? You like that?
I don't know. It reminds me of like something to do with you get a 40-year tenure on this flat if you're renting it or something like that. It's like maybe calling the book mortgage.
Mortgage agreement.
Mortgage agreement. I don't know, but I'd love to actually get it. So
is this a thing that people do in the pipe band world where you've obviously got to a stage where you can just read scores that well and you'll just pump through a person's whole set list like over the years?
I would love to be that guy that says I do that every weekend, Jason. I just sit there and I rattle through them all.
Listen to Boghall and just like.
Oh, well, I was going to say, right, so Stevie McQuillan, he's a clever cat when it comes to what they're playing, right? So Inveraray, great call, right?
Yeah, it'd be cool to see.
Nobody's fools, right? So we love their stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know about the name Tenure, though. I don't know about that, but I love the stuff.
Yeah.
But my point is that I think it's a good thing, and this is a kind of futurist thing that we're at the vanguard of, kind of, where it's great that you're getting to hear great drum corps like Inveraray playing,
and
then you get to see them, and then obviously he's bringing it, publishing a book. So right, so he gets his scores out there, and you get a chance to read it and actually see behind the curtain, and get to look at the magic.
And there'll be some little ideas in there as well. I just think
it's a great thing. I don't know how much it retails for. I'm maybe get back to me on that.
Was the last one that happened like this was a Cabaret?
So Boghall done that. They done their thing, and I think, and that sounds like, it's kind of old money but new money. So like it's not the first time. I mean, I suppose you could say like the way the Duthart books were kind of the de facto go to, have a wee read at the scores kind of thing, try and play them properly,
something like that.
And then you've got that,
that 100 Years by Alan Shadow, and
so I mean, the whole point is it's old and new money, but I think the difference is the success level, right? So with Boghall bringing out their stuff not long after they done well, they won and cleaned up that year, kind of thing, and then obviously Stevie McWhirter publishing his stuff. I mean, MD that's not a drummer, MD that's a drummer, that doesn't buy the book or get the book by hook or by crook, I think's a dafty, right? I will get that book by hook or by crook, right? Because it will be a chance to, because when you actually see them play, right?
Yeah.
They're playing intricate stuff that really, to be honest, a lot of kind of, I'm going to say bad drummers, I'll just say not as deft drummers, they might be able to appreciate what's going on, but they maybe don't fully get the full picture.
Aye.
And that's why I love that Rhythm Monster.
Yes.
Right. That whole concept and the whole idea where if you are truly a talented lead drummer, right, and if you're clearly at the front of your field Reed Maxwell. I was going to say Coffee Maxwell, but nobody calls him that anymore. I know he's calling himself Reed, man. It's like kind of right. Anyway, so Reed Maxwell and all the rest of the big kind of the top 10 kind of guys.
Yeah.
That we all know, right? I think it's great that they do that. I think it's brilliant because you've got to think that the younger drummers that are better drummers, right? And they're better drummers because they're getting the access to all these things.
Yes.
So, for instance, Stevie McWhirter's book, if I was a young guy at 11, 12-year-old, right, I'm not going to be able to, I might be. I mean, look at Matthew.
Yeah.
All these guys, man, that would probably they'd rump through it a weekend.
He's like, I dare you to finish that sentence.
Have you not caught up yet? What I mean is, right? What I mean is younger drummers that are not on the front foot. This gives them a chance to maybe to read it, try and understand it, maybe speak to their instructor or the lead drummer if he's any good, and he can maybe impart, look, this is what's happening. And you might be able to kind of replicate that. So obviously,
and that will take you up a level, like no doubt.
Well, I'm sure it wouldn't harm you.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't
exactly.
It wouldn't dud in your drawing, it'd improve it, and it would give you that dexterity. So the bottom line is I would think I'm just envious of all the things that's available.
Yeah,
I'm not that's available. I'm envious for the point of view, not in a bad way, not like I'll get you. But, foolish. What I mean is I'm envious for the fact that the technology has leaped forward. Rhythm Monster. I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant. Yeah, honestly, sitting there in front of the big telly with the pad out, getting it loudy, playing it wrong,
with no lead drummer looking over you like.
Yeah, but then in the comfort of your own house, and then you're obviously you're playing along.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you might have certain kind of stuff that you like, and you're
on the pad. It's time on the pad.
It's just it's a gift, and it's also a gift for people that are not in a band for whatever reason. You've left. I'll tell you, there's drummers that I know that for whatever reason, jobs, kids, money,
differences,
expense. I don't know, but they're like that. I can't go to the band, or it's too demanding.
Yeah.
But they can sit there with Rhythm Monster. They can sit there with somebody's book, whether it be Mortgage Advisor or Tenure or whatever, right? But whatever book it is, right? They can, they can get right into it. They can get their teeth into it.
That's true.
Well done, Stevie McWhirter.
Yeah.
Great shout. I can hardly wait to actually get my teeth into it.
Good releases, good timing on that release as well, because it's around about that time where presents get delivered to people. What's that time called?
Jason, listen to me right now, right? We're never going to. I do not want this right to get mentioned until the calendar of Christendom that it's actually Advent. Then we do the thing, right? Until that time, I don't want to talk about anything to do with that because it drives me insane.
To do with what? I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It takes the heat out of it. It takes
just the normal November month.
Exactly. November, the month of the souls, isn't it? The month of the dead, technically, right? So, yeah, let's just get November out, and then we'll worry about the next one. But I'm sure, we'll have a week and a special show for that.
Let's get the most immediate thing out of the way first, which was the Livi Invitational, which I understand you're going to have a wee nap now, and then you'll be heading off to it.
Do you know what? Honestly, this Livi Invitational, I don't want to put too much into it because I'm looking that forward to it because if we remember, opportunity missed.
Yeah. Thanks
to the weather. Thanks to Aer Lingus, I think. They were the ones that kind of moved things. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But long story cut short, I missed it. I never made it. And then this year, thankfully, got the tickets.
Yep.
Got the transport booked.
You're well. You're not sick or anything like that.
I'm well enough. Thankfully, nothing wrong with me. The cold and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to going tomorrow. It sounds like it's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
We've got a lot. There's a lot of drummers going.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be a great day, and hopefully, I'll be able to capture the day.
Yep.
Because I'm going to take myself and another one of the part of the team, Liam Martin.
Yes.
I'm going to take him with us, and he's going to hopefully film as I maybe get to talk to people at the Invitational.
Brilliant.
I'm looking forward to that.
And anything we do get, we'll chuck it on after this. After we round up here.
Aye, so hopefully it'll be retrospective, obviously, because it's the eve before.
Aye.
So it'll be happening tomorrow, but by the time the show comes out, it'll have been came and gone.
Yep.
And we're not going to fake that timeline. Now they do that on the TV. Like, they do like the Hogmanay special in the middle of July or something like that. So I think that's just absolutely terrible. Trying to hoodwink people.
We don't have that kind of TV magic.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, bones and all.
You're going to see it after.
Aye. Give the fans what they want. Here's the Livi Invitational. Out.
Cheers.
Laters.
Right, I hope this segue works. It's a bright but cold day here in Livingston, and I've made it at last. This is us at Dean's Bowling Club, and we're going to actually get to see the Livi Invitational. So it's been about 2 years I've been trying to get to this. So come on in, we'll take a wander in. Right, we've got somebody up there now. Let's go and check it out. Long story cut short, right, in the magical words, if you could do that again, what would you change and why?
Ooh, probably shorter tunes. I was getting towards the end of the match, and I was like, I just wanted to play the stress being the real, but no, it was good fun.
I would say the tempos that I've heard there, right, so we're all playing the MSRs now, right, mm-hmm. So I would say it was quite an up-tempoed MSR.
Yes.
Was that
was intentional, yeah.
Yeah. Which I like, by the way.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm a kind of fan of the kind of up tempo. Like I don't like wading through it. Do you know what I mean? Having it, so the quicker the better, kind of thing for me.
I mean, I could have played it faster, but maybe next year.
Right, next question for you, right? What's the story in you ducking out to buying people pints?
I'm not John Dew. You got the wrong guy. That's John. That was the guy who was piping for me. That's John. You must have me mistaken.
Right, okay, right. So the next thing is why are you doing this? What's the benefit? What are you getting out of it?
Out of what today playing? It's just another solo contest. It's good. It's for a good cause as well. Always nice to get out playing this time of year when there's sort of nothing really happening. So that's good.
So this is my first one, right? I've never been before. Have you been before?
Yeah, this might be my fourth or fifth, I think.
Right. So the reason I'm asking that is because have you been playing it 4 times before, or have you came here as like a kind of spectator, then decided I'm doing
it? Never as a spectator. Jim asked me, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Ignore that guy. Just ignore him. He has got a face for radio. Right. So listen, thanks very much for talking to us. All right. Right. Cheers, Cassius. Right. Cheers, man.
I've not got my vape on me, hurry up.
Right. Obviously, get Craig Lawrie beside me. I'm going to ask the same question, right?
No.
If you could take that MSR and do it again, what would you change and why?
I'd probably play half a part less of Lord Alexander Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's definitely the first thing I would do. But listen, being a piper as well, I knew when he went on to the first bar, that's not how the second part starts. So I thought he's going into the first part again. So I knew what he was doing.
Right.
That's how you work well with pipers. You understand what they're about to do.
Right, so what I was going to say is I like how you slipped in that I'm a piper as well, right? So listen, You have got an ugly face, though.
Oh,
so
aye.
I'll give you that you've got the talent.
They
But
put a picture of me in the mantelpiece to scare away the veins of the fire.
so listen, another question for you, right? This is what you're using Andante, aye?
No, this is actually one of Kerr's. I've given to the
Oh!
clutch much. I've gave 2 of my drums to the boys in the tools who travelled over this morning.
You're such a generous
I know,
person,
mate, I
Craig.
know,
Do you know that?
even
You're
better.
always giving.
Do you know what's even better? I even gave them 2 of my harnesses as well. So they didn't need to bring any luggage with them. Just phone Craig Lawrie up and he'll get you a drum and a harness.
I'm surrounded by pattern merchants. It's killing me.
Thankfully, when mine went in the room there again, Kerr was on hand to give me one of these Boggle drums.
Quite a gifted guy, Kerr.
Yeah, he's all right, isn't he? I said to him in the room, "Does anyone ever tell you you're actually shite?"
Oh, how did he take that?
It's like, you.
Right, cheers for your time. Yep. All right, so I'm here with Jim Baxter, the main man, the event organiser. Jim, how long has this been going on for?
Well, started it in 2014. We missed 1 year, unfortunately, because of COVID, but it's been every year since 2014.
What was the idea for it?
I don't know, I just had this notion to have something local and for charity. It actually started in Livingston Inn, which is a pub down where I stay in Livingston Village.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they converted what was a sort of function room into a split restaurant, so it wasn't suitable for us. So we moved up here to Dean's Bowling Club, which has been our venue since then. So it was only 2 years in Livingston Inn, actually.
How do you? So you've been every year it's been done for charity. Was it a specific charity that made you do it, or was it just like you thought? You know what? I'll do the event, and then the benefactor will be a charity. You know?
It's actually the first few years it was actually for Enable Scotland.
Yep.
But I gave it to the Enable Club in Livingston actually.
Yep.
Rather than going into the big black hole at Enable Scotland's headquarters, that's when I knew what had happened. A good friend of mine, his son was a member of the Enable Club.
Yep.
So it was just a really good friend and a character. So I did it for him to start with, really, but for all his pals that went to Enable Club. And it's for kids with learning disabilities and special needs.
Yep.
But they all love music.
Fantastic.
And just to come here as well, some of them as well.
Superb. Thanks very much for your time, Jim, by the way, and I think it's an amazing gig. It's the first time I've been here,
All right.
and I'm really glad I've actually turned up for it, so it's been fantastic so far.
So come earlier and get a seat.
Well, you know, you said 12:15 sharp to me, 12:30 sharp, you're no lying, but we turned up and I was like, it's mob. I was like standing room only.
What was this?
It's fantastic though, I'm really looking forward to it, and thanks very much for your time.
You'll enjoy the freestyle.
That's what I can't wait for.
Oh, there's some good fun in it.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks. Obviously here with Kerr McQuillan, just finished his MSR. Kerr, same question I've asked everybody. If you had to take that again and change it, what would you change and why?
I don't know. I think in the moment you get caught up in absolutely everything and you're so focused. So certainly when I come off, I don't tend to think about what I could change. You just got to go with it.
That was a romper stomper of Spay, right? The Cameroonian rant there was absolutely electric, by the way, and I think everybody in there was kind of getting into it, right? Great tune. What do you love about it?
well, it's written for drummers, isn't it?
Totally.
You know, it's got so much rhythm in it, so much scope for dynamics as well. You know, that's the thing I love about it. When the pipers hit the low notes, you can really get right into it in the low end of the dynamics, then start to bring it up in the high notes. I absolutely love the tune.
How many times have you done this Livi Invitational? It's my first time. How many times?
4 or 5. This might be my 5th time I've done it.
What do you like about playing it?
Well, do you know what? I get more nervous playing here than the World Solo Drumming because everyone is just right next to you. If all the crowd are right on you, there's no space. So I like that challenge of playing in front. You know everyone who's there as well. You can see all the faces. So I really enjoy playing here for that reason. It's a challenge, you know.
Right. I'm going to say romper stomper. That's what that was. I enjoyed it. I really did, right? Cheers, Kev. Thanks, man.
Thank you.